Welcome back to Kaizer Chiefs Fan TV, and today we're talking about the potential signings that Chiefs could make. We're talking about strikers specifically. We start with Victor Letsoalo, and indaba yakhe really looks like a mission impossible, and I'll give you the reasons why. The first one is that Royal AM might finish above Kaizer Chiefs. Right now they are currently number 2 above us in the league position, and that means Royal AM will offer Victor Letsoalo a chance to play in the Champions League next season. And players have ambitions, guys. You know what, once players start playing in the Champions League, there are more chances for them to be discovered by European teams. And there is no player in South Africa who will say, no, I don't want to go to Europe. Of course they do. One, more competition, it's better, it's high level, it's just good for your legacy to have it in your CV when you played overseas and to actually perform. Because right now when it comes to South Africans playing overseas, they are not really representing us. So Letsoalo has that chance. Playing in the Champions League exposes him to more opportunities of being scouted by teams from the overseas. And the second reason is that Royal AM has already said Kuti Chiefs must be willing to pay the money if they want to Letsoalo, which means and knowing Chiefs, they are so cheap, they annoy me. Bahlezi begade ukusayina abantu on pre-contracts knowing that they're not going to pay anything to the other team. Buy all the players who they know there's not much to pay for. It's annoying because so many people have missed out on signing so many people because we chose to chip out. And I don't like that. And the way Royal AM is holding their position, it's like they know, but Chiefs is not going to buy this player because we've set this price tag on him, and these cheap lions will not buy him. Sorry to say that, but it's just annoying because it's such a big team with so many sponsors. Clearly, man is not a problem. It's just like my priorities right now. It doesn't seem like it's football. Another thing about Letsoalo, Kaizer right now, she wants to establish herself as the big guy. I know she's a woman, but she wants to establish herself as that person ozohlonishwa. And one of the ways to do that is to keep your best players by, for example, giving them a salary bump. If they increase the salary ka Letsoalo, even if the Chiefs can come and say, hey, come and play for us. But if Letsoalo sees no, one, Royal AM is paying more money. Secondly, Royal AM is playing with Champions League. And value at that point, if Royal AM will be like this in the Kaizer Chiefs, because let's be honest, now Chiefs is becoming a small team, which I don't like. I've supported this team since I was so young, and we've been big, and we've just gotten smaller and smaller with time. It's depressing at times. It really is. But anyway, if we're at this level with Royal AM, then players won't see the need to leave Royal AM for Kaizer Chiefs. And Kaizer, I'm sure she'll be willing to do that just to show Guti Exe. And you can't just come here and take away my player. And it wouldn't really make sense to sell a big player to a rival, because now we are like a rival in Royal AM because it's bang the same spot or number 2, which is just another thing ridiculous. Guti Chiefs is fighting to be number 2. Woo! Hi, what's going on? Next, we have Ashley Dupree, and for the past 2-3 transfer windows, we've been linked with Dupree, the quickest striker in the league. He's so good, he can score goals, he's so young, he has so much potential. The thing though is that apparently Chiefs have only put on the table 75% of what Stellenbosch is asking for. It just links back to what I said about Letsoalo and many other transfers that I've talked about at Kaizer Chiefs. Uguti, we just chip out, we don't want to pay the money. Uguti mali shonapi, because Pela, we need these players, yet we're not buying them. And then the Sundowns comes, they buy them. And then the Pirates comes, they buy those players. It's ridiculous. We are not returning to the top without signing the top players. And njengamanje vele uDupree with so much potential, having had ukuthi talks between the Chiefs and Stellenbosch have accelerated. They can accelerate all you want. If Chiefs is not willing to pay the money and the Stellenbosch is holding on to Dupree, then they know ukuthi, okay, we keep the player until someone who's willing to pay the money comes for the player. So we might end up losing on a player with so much potential and who has proven well already ukuthi he's deadly as a striker. So I hope somehow Chiefs can just end up saying, you know what, let's buy him. I hope they do, because Vele, it's clear Utunukovic, Castro, it doesn't seem like they will be renewing their contracts. They are letting them run out in June, and if that happens, that means we don't have out and out strikers. And I really hope Chiefs can just pay this money and get to Dupree, because we will need him for the next 10 years. He could light up PSL. The next striker on the list is Evangawe, Chippa United, and this one seems like it's going to be possible, Vele, and I hope they are not jumping to Evanga because the other two transfers are failing. I hope they are getting Evanga as another signing, not a replacement for Dupree or Intekadile in case Dupree doesn't work out or Letswalo doesn't work out. I wouldn't mind having all those three strikers up front competing, because you can even put Dupree on the wing at the corner, or you can just play two strikers. It would still work. So I just hope Uguti Indabaga Evanga is him as an addition, but not as a replacement for Dupree or Letswalo. I think in the limiter with Chippa is that he does not get the supply as much as he would get with Chiefs. I mean, with Chiefs, Wangadala, no Doli, no Billiard, and those guys can pick a pass. And Mangatwa, they signed more midfielders like Osipho Mbuli, Ngobangizwa nokuthi Usithebe, they signed a pre-contract with him. People will provide and give Amabola to him. Then it would be deadly. You'll see, okay, the striker actually wasn't bad. It's just that the team that he was playing for was not good enough in terms of quality of providing goals. What do you guys think? Do you think the Chiefs will sign any of these three strikers, or do you think they will just end up signing Evanga, which is the cheaper option? And we know with Chiefs, they usually go for the cheaper option. Let me know down on the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. In this channel, we speak everything Kaizer Chiefs, previewing and reviewing Kaizer Chiefs matches and talking about everything surrounding Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. And until next time, remember, Ikos, Alpelo Moy.